What is good, everyone? Shoops here. So I took a little trip to Mexico despite the US embassy literally telling me not to, but it's all good because I just came back alive. Overall, very nice trip though. We'll post a vlog later. The Paris vlog is coming soon too. I just haven't worked on it yet, but I'm back for now, and today we have something pretty special. A goddamn Switch review. 2 Switch reviews in a row. Damn. So today we are taking a look at a fellow keyboard YouTuber's Switch. Clackbit is a great guy with some crazy cinematography for his videos. Be sure to check him out, but he made some really cool switches for a great cause. So I'll leave a link in the description for his announcement video on these switches, but essentially a percentage of the profit from these switches will be used for charity to build water wells in areas with no access to clean water. The foundation which the proceeds will be donated to is the Zaku Foundation Water Project. So yeah, a very nice Switch project, so let's check it out. So some details on the Switch. These are manufactured by Texi, featuring a long 13.9mm pole POM stem with a 62.5 gram double spring and a full POM housing. This is actually one of the first switches that I've tested with a full POM construction, so it will definitely be interesting. These switches will also be launching in stock on April 15th and are going to be around 68 cents a switch, sold at these vendors by region. So looking at the stems of these switches, the Clackbits actually are very long. They are the longest out of the bunch, slightly longer than even the Zakus. Welcome to another Scuffed Stem wobble test. Just keep in mind that there is switch variants and batch variants and all that, so this isn't very accurate, but I'll be comparing the wobble from some of these manufacturers. The Gatorons has a bit of wobble, I think needs filming. The Zakus are pretty tight. Epsilons, JWK are a little bit wobbly. Gat X again, a bit of wobble. Cherries, pretty wobbly. SP stars are pretty tight as well. And here are the Clackbits, and they are pretty tight. Texi switches in general are pretty tight. I usually don't film them. So before we start the sound test, I just want to note that sound tests are not very accurate. Everybody's room setup, recording setup, lubing technique and all that is different. So just take this with a grain of salt. So, how do I like these switches? As always, what I say here is of my own opinion on these switches and other switches as well, and your opinions might differ. So the smoothness of these switches are pretty smooth. I think the POM construction makes it a bit finicky to lube. There is factory lube, which is pretty thin, but I would recommend lubing over that and lubing the stem only. I would put them slightly under the smoothness, as such switches like Gat X's, CJ's, Epsilons, and others, if you mess up the lubing, there is a little bit of scratch, but overall not that bad. As for the sound profile of these switches, I think they are very unique. They got sort of a glassy like sound. I don't know. The best way I can describe them is sort of like a bag of glass beads or marbles if you shake them around. Very cool and unique sound profile. Definitely on the higher pitched end side with the signature louder and harder hitting, bottoming out with that long pole. So overall, I think these switches are super unique linears, and besides the charity or YouTuber affiliation, they offer a new and unique linear switch from Texie that I really haven't seen before. The sound is most definitely what makes these switches special, and I'm honestly a fan of the glassy sound that it makes. Overall, a very nice new switch with a good cause and a unique sound. Would recommend to someone that likes long pull linears with that higher pitched end sound profile. Yeah, gets a thumbs up from me. They are a little bit pricier than regular Texies, but I think that is to help benefit the charity, so I still think they are pretty damn good. But yeah, I'm working on the big bad switch comparison video. Should be done with it hopefully by next month or so, be on the lookout for that.